Yeah, it's locked. So we already found some birds. We just got out of Hopedale here. I got Todd with me this morning. I don't know if these are going to be trout or catfish, but we're going to find out. This one is a little trout.
Well, at least yours is coming to the surface.
Tiny trout. These are all going to be tiny. I think this is just a fun little recess.
Oops. Down it went. Little one. Man, they're getting smaller. Oh, I lost one.
Trout. That's a trout hit there. This may be a little bit, this may be a keeper too. Oh yeah. There we go. Now we are talking. Nice fat 14-inch trout. Off the shoreline, not off the oyster bed. We've been working the oyster bed. Nothing except
hardhead.
First trout, first keeper trout off this point. And I caught that one on this green hornet, which is what 2 weeks ago I left catching on. We got something. Kind of big, huh?
You got
this
your
smallet I'm going to keep. This is a nice 5-inch.
Just throw out here on the right. Right here, all this is a ring zone.
Those will go right through this net.
Nah.
Tiny one. Those are teeny ones.
We'll see. You made a good cast there, buddy.
Yeah.
You caught some, I guarantee it.
Oh, wow.
Those are what we need, baby.
Jackpot. Those are pogies.
Yep.
So here, this is a nice sized pogie. So we'll see if we can catch anything with that. And they love that. That's a knockoff voodoo shrimp.
Yep.
Third giant hardhead on that thing. There's one. This is a nice trout. This is going to be a beautiful trout. Yep. That's a nice trout. Oh, yes.
Kick him downstairs.
Okay. You don't have to go anywhere. We found them. And they're still hitting my green hornet. 18 inches under the popping cord.
Might keep.
You want one of these trout baits? Get rid of that catfish bait? Try one of the trout baits?
On you. I have fun with that. There you go, down again.
Now we are on them, baby, and they're not on Oyster Reef at all. They're on this island, point between islands.
Another keeper.
The shallow spot between these two islands. I'll try to describe where we're fishing right now. There's this larger island, and then there are some smaller islands along the side, which I think were probably part of the island at one time. So there's a nice strong south-southeast wind that's blowing in this direction, as well as the tide is coming in this direction. So the wind and the tide are creating these water slicks that come off of the island and come across this large flat that's kind of in this maybe what was once a bay along this island. And so we're just positioning the boat alongside of these slicks, and we're casting into the slicks, and that's where we're finding the fish. So the water around the island is about 6 feet deep, but on the flat and kind of in this old bay, it's about 3 foot to 2.5 foot deep. It's about a half a dozen trout in short succession. Let's see what one of these pogies will do. I think they like them with a little bit of blood.
There's a fish.
Hey, you caught one.
Sound surprised. It's probably another hardhead.
That time I got him.
You gotta be kidding me.
I let him take it and I cooked him. And
it's a hard
also
head.
These are gaff tops.
Oh yeah.
We doubled up on gaff top. That's an accomplishment.
Nope. That's a trout.
You actually caught a trout.
Oh, be quiet. Get your rod tip out of the way.
There we go. Nice one. Very nice.
Yeah, so much for my little lousy bait. It's the biggest trout of the day.
Well, you do have to admit though, I haven't
you
caught
get
any
it.
catfish.
You're in the front of the boat. Look, that sucker is 16.
16.
Oh.
Oh, that's a nice trout there.
Still ain't top mine, baby,
Hey.
with my shrimp.
Are you sure?
He's close.
What about my other one? What about that other big one I got?
I don't know. You didn't tell me how big that one was.
It's pretty big.
Pretty big.
Close to at least 15.
Well, that mine
Close to 16.
I'll give you 15 on that one.
16.
Oh. Did you step on him too?
Way in. Hammered it, man.
I'm watching you and the cork's gone.
Yeah, I've got a live pogie out there, and he took this matrix shad, green hornet. I'm really surprised that I'm not catching any trout with these live pogies. I've caught them with other live finfish. So, I mean, what's your experience been fishing live pogies for trout? A little one.
A little variety.
Little teeny one. This is the first throwback we have caught in this area. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, there he is.
That's a trout. Yeah, you had trout hitting you.
Shut up. Oh yeah.
Hold that one up. Nice one.
Confidence in the beetle.
Oh.
Hammered it twice.
These line wraps around the tip of my rod are starting to drive me crazy. I've been fishing with limber braid of a variety of types, but I get this problem too often. So right now I'm experimenting with fireline because fireline has a larger bend radius and it doesn't wrap around the tip.
Oh, I was gonna say mine went down once. Ooh, he's a nice one.
Wow.
It's a bigger trout. Saw his blacktail.
The bigger trout.
Need a net?
No, he's not that big. He's
Feisty.
strong.
What do you mean not that big? He's
Oh,
only
yeah,
15, 16.
16-incher, but that's a good 16-incher there.
We've got a good number of 16s today.
Well, in the last hour, the size of the trout has gotten a lot smaller. In fact, we're catching trout on every cast now, but we're lucky to get a 12-incher, and he's a skinny 12-incher. That's pretty typical for the summertime. And we're getting even some white trout.
It's another whitey.
Uh-oh.
Anything and everything.
Oh yeah, mine keeps. That one will keep.
Ow.
Hurricane Irma had a pretty big effect on our marshes. Most notably, it turned the water angry brown because there were a lot of north winds associated with the hurricane being down there in the Gulf. And it also dropped the water temperature down to 75 degrees. The water's cleaned up nicely now, and the water temperature's come back up to 85. But I'm wondering if it was the effects of Irma that caused fish to leave oyster beds and move on to these islands, because I'm really not finding fish on oyster beds today. It's hard for fishermen to say that's the last cast and keep it, so we're going to try the marsh along the Mr. Go near the Hopedale Marina for some redfish.
The bite?
Yeah, there we go. There's a fish. Nice redfish too. Keeper redfish.
Net?
Yes. That's a few. Look at that pretty guy there. Woo! Run it. Hard. There you go. Beauty, about a 18-incher. 1920 gold spoon. My favorite redfish lure. So I hope you were able to glean something from this video. It was a better trout day than I thought it might be. So it just was not on the oyster beds like I expected. It was back on the points and on some islands. Give me any comments you guys have. Always enjoy reading those. And hope you're able to get out wherever you live and enjoy this great sport.